Well, I've always liked the monster within idea. I like the zombies being us. It's like zombies are the blue-collar monsters.
We're completely surrounded!
We're completely fucked! Are you girls kidding me? I've been praying for this shit! Come on!
Boys, let's get to work.
For God's sakes, he missed me again!
Oh, cut! Are you blind, man?
Like this.
Ow!
Oh! See?
Oh.
No, Jefe, I do it like this.
Danny!
I do it like this.
Get back to hair and makeup. You don't look dead enough.
Come on, let's go. That ain't in the script.
We're writing a new one. It's called Dragon Shack Massacre. This is a real nightmare.
Let's slay some stiffs.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video and to my channel. As you can see from the amazing intro, this is the next round 100 on the list, / round 50. And we'll be getting round 50 on Call of the Dead. So yeah, I'm excited for this, and let's just see how this goes. I would like to mention that in my last video I did say that I would attempt a live commentary for this video. However, I did attempt it, but I wasn't really used to it and I didn't know what I was doing, so I kind of forgot to talk and actually address what I was doing while trying to do the live commentary. So unfortunately I'm going to have to do post commentary again this video, but next video I've learned and I will have a better idea of what I'm doing, so next video will definitely be in live commentary. I am sorry about that, but yeah, this one's just post commentary. But with that out of the way, let's get straight into it. So first things first, I bought the M14 after finishing round 1. Now, on my other attempts, this was my first attempt. On my other attempts, I didn't do that. I went straight to buy the MPL. But on this one, I bought the M14. Used the M14 to build up points. I just didn't really know what I was doing because when I was younger and Black Ops 1 had first come out and it wasn't a report, I didn't play Call of the Dead much. I didn't have the map pack. I had to go around my friends to play it. So my experience on this one was very limited. So considering I have already done it, I'm actually pretty proud of that. So yeah. Anyway, I got a death machine early, which was great because I just put it into George, and I nearly died then. That would have been embarrassing. It was round 3, but I put it into George. I tried to get as much health off him as possible. I actually don't know this still, even after getting around 50. I don't know if the death machine does damage while he's in the water, because there's been many times where it felt like it did nothing. And maybe I'm just didn't notice, but it felt like it didn't. But if someone can let me know if it does or not in the comments, I'd appreciate that. So yeah, after we calmed him down, we finished a round, opened the door, and then we went to buy the MPL on our way to power. Now, as I mentioned in my other attempts, I just went straight to the MPL and bought that straight away instead of buying the M14. I think that's better, and if anyone else was to try this, I'd recommend just doing that. There's not really any point in getting the M14. You don't really need it, to be honest. I think I'm going to do the same on Kino when I finally do Kino as well. But yeah, I just stayed here, got some points. I wanted to make sure that I had enough for Jug, especially on my first attempt, because I was a bit nervous and I don't know how to play the map. So I thought, before I buy that door, get enough for Jug. So I bought that door. I'm going to buy my way to Jug, and then I'm also going to buy a Jug as well. And as you can see right there, that's me not knowing the map, so it's a bit obvious I hadn't played it much, but we had the perfect map for Jug, and we ended up getting it. So after that, we head back to spawn, because we need to get on the other side of the map and open all of that so that we can get to the training spot. But yeah, we ended the round because obviously I didn't have enough money for the door. I just built up points. I got quite lucky because I got an insta-kill, so I could just knife all the zombies, get loads of points, and then I eventually opened the door. Went and bought the MP5K for the MPL because I ran out of ammo, which again was another mistake because after buying PhD just there, opening this door, I could have just bought the 740U straight away, so I just wasted another 1,000 points, to be honest, and it definitely weren't worth it. And in my later attempts, I don't buy this. So yeah, if you're gonna do it, you usually have enough points to just go and buy the 740U straight away. But either way, I start building up my points, and I think at this point I want to get my 4th perk, so that when I kill George eventually, I can get a 5th perk. But yeah, as soon as I ran out of ammo, I got the 740U anyway, and we're just building points to try and get that, and then I want the Mustang Sallies. However, I got a death machine, and I decided I'm going to shoot George, because I didn't think 2 death machines would kill George. However, it did kill George. As you can see, this animation is George dying, so I knew I didn't have enough time to get a 4th perk, so I had to just risk it and hope. And in the end, George, to be fair, George actually gave me pretty decent perks on my first 2 runs. I got quite lucky. I uploaded a short of me doing it, and I got Jug as my perk, so it actually went really well. But yeah, this is me just using the Wonder Waff, getting through the round. It's very satisfying to use, especially on the early rounds, because it goes through them so fast and it's just so much fun to use. But yeah, I just made sure I'd use all of it, and in the end that got us all the way to round 11. After we had used up all of the Wonder Waff, we had 9,000 points. We were ready to pack a punch. I then found the pack a punch next to the box. However, it decided in that moment it would move, because on Call of Dead the pack a punch has 3 locations. So I left the box and I went to try and find the pack a punch, which I eventually did. After I got a bit more points, it eventually ended up being in the spawn room. I then proceeded to pack a punch the M1911 to get the Mustang Sallies. I didn't pack a punch the 740U because I wanted to carry on getting points, and there's no point pack a punching it at all, to be honest. But I went back to the training spot, got more points, and then I decided that it was probably time to try and get the box after I'd got points. But me being me, I was stupid and decided I didn't want to use my gun. I've just packed punch. I'm going to just PhD flop and nearly die. So don't do that. Learn from me. Don't do that, because that was stupid. I eventually went and got the box. I spammed the box loads. It didn't give me anything. I ended up getting the teddy bear after like 5 hits, as you'll see in a second. The box moved and it just annoyed me, to be honest. I remember thinking, I'm pretty sure I got the sniper 3 times. It was the unluckiest box hits ever. So I eventually got another fire salvo, hit the box again, got a death machine. I decided I'd RKO George and load the death machine into him, because I feel like you want to kill George as much as possible. It's just so much easier to have all the perks on this map, and it makes it a lot better. So I thought every time I get a death machine, I would make sure to use it as much as I could. I then decided to hit the box. I got the dolls, which was very good because they are very powerful. I think they're actually the strongest thing on this map. But after that, I moved the box a few more times and eventually got the scavenger, the wonder weapon of the map. Now, I don't have much experience with this, but it is a lot of fun and I did enjoy using it. I decided what I would do with the scavenger is just unload it into George. Lucky I got a max ammo because I did it just during the whole of round 18. Because I know that the scavenger would just kill all the zombies, so there wasn't really too much risk. However, I have actually died quite a few times doing that, so later on I learned, don't do that, it's stupid. But yeah, after that I got the wonder off. I just thought I'll use it as much as I can, try and speed through the rounds. That's what I did. The wonder waff sped up the later rounds so much on this map. It's so important. If you want to get 50 on this map, do the Easter egg first and get the wonder waff. It is so helpful to have it. It just makes everything easier and so much faster. After about round 35, when the scavenger becomes a 2-shot, you want the wonder waff, so definitely get it. I then decided that I would kill George again to try and get my 6th perk. I was hoping for Speed Cola because I've got Mule Kick already, which is actually really good on this map, and I did get Speed Cola. So these are, out of the 8 perks you can get on this map, these are the 6 perks that you actually want. So I didn't need to get all 8 perks, but you know, I probably will end up doing that. I think I did that on every single run, because I didn't get this lucky on the other ones, but on this one I didn't actually need to get all 8 perks. I then decided to get my 3rd gun and use my Mule Kick slot, but I did get the FAMAS, and I heard that apparently the FAMAS, other than the wonder weapons, is the gun that kills George the fastest, so I just wanted to see what kind of damage it done, and if I'm going to be honest, it didn't seem that good. Like, I feel like there's no point. It will still take a really long time. Just use wonder weapons and the death machine, to be honest. If I'm like, I don't think there's any point using the FAMAS, but apparently it did, so I don't know, but I wouldn't bother with it, because I did get the FAMAS again and I was like, nah, I can't be bothered to do it again, because it just didn't seem to do much to George, to be honest. But I did then get the ray gun, so I'm glad I didn't go to shoot George, because otherwise I wouldn't have got the ray gun then. But since I got the ray gun, my 3rd gun, I pack-a-punched the scavenger and I was ready to kill some zombies. Before I ended the round, I wanted to see how good the ray gun was at killing George, so I decided to just unload into George, and I found out that it still took a while. I had 80 bullets left in the ray gun, and I also used quite a few scavenger shots as well. I think I used like 6 scavenger shots, but it was all worth it because I got the wonder off in the end. I got dead shot, so the last perk that I could get after dead shot is double tap. I didn't get double tap too much long after this. I think it only took a couple rounds. Obviously I needed to wait for George to spawn back in, but when he did, I made sure to kill him, and 2 rounds later I did, so I'll get the wonder waff back again, and finally the final perk, double tap. So I finally got all 8 perks. I got it in less than 30 rounds, which is pretty good, pretty fast. So as long as I didn't die, I would keep them for the game. Made sure to use the wonder waff as much as I could, and it got me all the way to round 30, which is pretty good, to be honest. I then decided that I would look for the pack-a-punch, and you know, the lighthouse decided once again it didn't know where it was, but finally the pack-a-punch did spawn, so I decided to pack-a-punch the ray gun. I got the Porter's X2 ray gun, and I was pretty much fully set up. I had all 3 weapons that I'd be using for the runs, and obviously getting the wonder waff off of George whenever I could. Now, there was only one issue, and the issue was this. And then get the waffle. Oh my god, it's just killed me. And there's a max on that. I can't believe it just killed me. And I lost the ray gun. And I'm dead! Oh my god! I was flawless and I've just insta-died. Oh, for God's sake. As you can see, I died. Unfortunately, I was flawless that run on my first ever try. I was flawless, but it did not end flawless. I went down and then instantly died after, so that weren't great. And not only did that happen, but it happened again. Fucking shit! Yes, on that go, I had already downed that game, so that was my second down, and I just decided to quit because I thought there's just no point continuing. I only had one quick revive left, it was only like round 20. So there was just no point continuing that try, so I quit that second try, and then this is my third try. This is the try that I actually get it. As you can see, I'm not training at the lighthouse anymore, and I wasn't on my second game either. I thought about Call of Dead high rounds, like the high ones where they get round 100, because it has finally been done. And whenever they get the Wonder Waff and they can kill the zombies, they train in this room. So I thought, this probably has the quickest spawns, and I want to be quick. So I learned how to do this, and clearly it was worth it because I did get the 50 and I didn't have any more issues in this spot in this run. So it is actually not as hard to train in as I thought it would be, because there's only 3 ways they can come: the 2 windows and the stairs, and obviously the stairs are on one side of the room, so the other side of the room is pretty safe, so it's not the hardest place to train. If you do want to do round 50 on this map, I actually do recommend this training spot. It's a lot quicker than the lighthouse, and I think it's still decently safe. As George was back, I decided it would be a good idea to kill George again. Obviously, as you saw, my 5th perk is Mule Kick, so I got quite lucky with that, and then he also dropped me Speed Cola as well. So I did say previously that I didn't get this, but apparently I did. I just don't remember. I thought I got Deadshot and Double Tap more than these two, but maybe I just remembered wrong. It was a long game and I did do a few attempts, so I don't know, but yeah, we got lucky with those perks, and now I'm just trying to use the Wonder Waff as much as possible. It did last a while, and it did go well. As you saw, it lasted 2 rounds, so that's actually not that bad, and it was pretty good considering its infinite damage, and it does speed it up a lot. As it had been 2 rounds, at the end of that round I decided I would try and kill George again. I decided that I was going to Pack-a-Punch the scavenger, so I just used all the ammo into him, then Pack-a-Punched it, and then we got the Hyena, I think it's Hyena Infrared, yeah, Infrared I'm actually not sure, I'm not sure how to say it, but we got it, but then we killed George with it, because it kills George a lot quicker when it's Pack-a-Punch. That's something I definitely did notice. I feel like you only had to use like half the ammo instead of all of it, which was great. And here I wanted to kill the crawler before picking up the Wonder Waff, but I did realise, I was like, there's no way I'm going to have time for that. So I just picked up the Wonder Waff, killed the crawler, and then we was on to the next round, ready to use it. And in the end, it again did another 2 rounds, which was great. These early rounds, it went through it quite fast, and it's much better than the later rounds. The later rounds, I think it was in like the 40s, it just stopped even doing 1 round. I'm pretty sure I've run out of Wonder Waff ammo like halfway through a round, so yeah. Yeah, so when it ran out and I had used up all the ammo, I just used the scavenger Pack-a-Punch to get through the rounds, because I'm pretty sure until round 34 it one-shots them. Which, by the way, I feel like the scavenger doesn't get enough stick for it. It's rubbish. It's rubbish. Like the Winter's Howl is useless and everyone hates it, but then the scavenger, no one talks about hating it. Yeah, it's just as useless, to be honest. Anyway, here we finished off using the death machine, and we did have a max ammo, so I thought I may as well just shoot as much as I could into George and then grab the max ammo. And then after that, I wanted to get a third gun. I was looking for the ray gun, which I then had to keep spinning the box because it seems like a trend that the box does not like me. But I finally got the dolls on this attempt because it actually took me quite a while to get them. But then next box hit, I got the ray gun, which is pretty good box hit. I know I moved the box. I think I had to move the box only once. So it's still pretty decent luck. But after that, we kill George. We're going to get our final perk, which is double tap. We got the Wonder Waff again. So everything was looking good and everything was going well. Something I did start doing that I later stopped doing because I regretted it. Like, I got a max ammo there at the end of the round, so I decided that I would shoot George as much as I could. But then it forced me out into Lighthouse part to train, and I did have a few times in the other games where I got trapped by George because I was just trying to kill him during the rounds. That's how I died in the first one. And then obviously I got insta-killed by a double swipe. But I stopped doing it later on, especially when the scavenger stopped one-shotting because it just weren't safe anymore. So I did come back though. We did just train, get through the round. The scavenger, although I did just shit on it, it is good until it starts two-shotting. It does make the round go quite fast, so I did just keep shooting them. In the early rounds, when I did drop a max ammo, that's when I would spray everything into him, and I'd just make sure that I could kill him, pick up the max ammo. So then, after using the Wonder Waff for like the round or two in the 30, 40s, that he would then come back and I'd have full ammo so I could kill him again, carry on getting through the rounds. But it just went quite well, to be honest. I think from about my first down, because I don't know if I've actually mentioned it, I did go down on like round 10 in this game. So I went down quite early and I decided to stick it out. And I'm pretty sure I did the same thing in my Die Rise run. So if that happens to me again on the next map, then I'm just going to carry on playing. But for some reason, early downs means that I do it instead of going flawless some reason. And if you're new to zombies and you're wondering why I didn't pick up the death machine, then it's because it's rubbish after round 30, especially on Black Ops 1 anyway. If it's Black Ops 3, pick it up always, but on Black Ops 1, do not pick up death machines after round 30 because you will just die and you can't switch it or anything. So yeah, definitely don't pick them up. But we've skipped ahead to 37 because, as I just mentioned, not much happened. It was quite smooth sailing. I was just training, using the dolls. That's something I will say as well, is if anyone else tries to do this, I would use the dolls as much as possible because they kill a whole horde instantly, all the way up until 50 when I got it. So I don't know when they stop, but I don't see the point of going past around 50 on this map. So up to 50 they work, so that's good enough. But on the insta-kill, I enjoy insta-kills with Mustang and Sally's. It's so much fun. I can't wait to do, this sounds a bit silly, I can't wait to do transit because the insta-kills look quite fun to do. But yeah, it ran out and I nearly died, so I do die a lot from insta-kills, to be honest. But there we go, we got Wonder Waff again on round 30, skip to round 40, I'm back outside, I'm just training, and something goes wrong. So yes, I died again, I went down, and unfortunately this clip for some reason doesn't have any volume, so I can't show my in-game reaction because I do like putting them on there. I find them funny and it's funny to laugh at. But no, for some reason I can't this time, but it's fine. I did go down. I remember at this point I was so scared because this took so long. I think right now we're from like 1.5 to 2 hour range. I think it was like 2 hours it took to get to this point, so I didn't want to have wasted that time. But yeah, I managed to get out of it. I realised that I couldn't go and get my perks while George was chasing me and doing the lightning thing, stunning me and stuff. So I was like, I have to go put George back. I then cooked a grenade and made sure to hit all the zombies so they didn't despawn, because you can do that. If anyone ever is in this situation and you need to get perks but you don't want the zombies to respawn, then definitely cook a grenade on them, because it works. But I got all my perks back. That was my last quick revive, so that's gone now. I did get a bit stuck here though, and I weren't that familiar with this part of the map because, as I said a few times now, I haven't played it much, so I was just hoping that I could get around it. I was a bit confident because I had Jug now, so I knew if I just took my time that I'd be able to get out of it, and eventually I did get out of it, so it went well. I just took my time. I did get a bit lucky here though, because I could have got trapped, but I had the Mustang and Sally, so I probably would have got out of it, to be honest. But no, we went back to the training spot. I was fine. I decided after though to get Mule Kick instead of Speed Cola or Stamina Up, because I knew that I needed the ray gun. The ray gun, which you see I just got here, is so much better, and it kills so much more. And I decided that I wanted another perk. I wanted the Wonder Waff. It gives me Deadshot. It gives me Deadshot. So, you know, I've still got 4 perks pretty much. That does nothing. But yeah, the Wonder Waff got through 2 rounds. This is the ray gun on round 42, not Pack-a-Punch, because I didn't want to waste any ammo, but I'm not going to lie, it does nothing. It does nothing. I know it's round 42, so it's fair enough that it doesn't, but wow, it just weren't good, and it nearly got me killed then as well. I ended up running out of ray gun ammo in the same round, and then pretty much ran out of ammo on the Mustang and Sally's as well, to be honest, because the rounds were so long now. Not having a wonder weapon on round 40 makes it feel like it's round 70, but yeah. We had to use a scavenger. I'm pretty sure it was like a 3 shot now, which is just crazy to me that a wonder weapon takes 3 bullets, Pack-a-Punch, to kill on round 42. That's crazy. If it was a thunder gun or something, the round would be over already. Looking back on it now, it was probably a bit risky, to be honest, actually training in here on this high round, but I don't know, even though I did just get a red screen, I still think it was fine. Oh, and this is an example of how bad the Mustang and Sally's are. The ray gun is better than them. I don't want anyone to tell you otherwise. The ray gun is better than them. So I made sure to Pack-a-Punch the ray gun. I'm pretty sure... No, it is my Mule Kick still. Nah, yeah, it is my Mule Kick still. But yeah, I made sure to Pack-a-Punch that. I was not even going to bother with the Mustangs anymore, so I just used the scavenger as much as possible. The only issue is George always got hit whenever I used the scavenger, and I couldn't really do anything about it. So what I had to do is, when I'd get rid of the horde, I'd have to run down the stairs, take the slide to Speed Cola, and then after going up around, I would just train at the lighthouse and try and put him in the water. I'm pretty sure the water at the bottom of Speed Cola counts cooling him down, so you had a bit of a break, to be fair, afterwards. So you had time to just kill a horde or so to get back to the other spot. Now on my way back, I was met with some crawlers who were nice enough to give me a little max ammo, so I had full ammo for this next round. And I was feeling good, so I decided, you know what, I'm going to kill George as well. Now obviously doing this, I'll get a 6 perk, and I am hoping for either Stamina Up or Speed Cola. I also was hoping to kill the crawlers before this, but again, they were just too far away. I didn't want to risk not having the Wonder Waff. I got double tap. So yeah, this is the game I was on about. I just clearly went down. But oh yeah, I wanted to include this to show how tanky these crawlers are on this round. And then me having a little bit of an unk moment, I nearly died to a crawler. And I couldn't believe it. I was like, do you know what? Nope. I'm going to play it safe. I am not dying this way. So I ended up knifing him to death, but I won't show you that because it took way too long. And yeah, we just carried on, we kept going and trying to get through the rounds. These dolls were so good, they helped so much. I decided to get the nuke. It was near the end of the round. I left the crawler and then I went to go and kill George. And then this happens. No, I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm stuck on George. I'm stuck on George. Oh my god.
I sure as hell thought I was a goner.
Now, this was my final quick revive that I used. So I had to grab PhD, grab Jug, and then I grabbed my other perks. And I was a bit worried because, obviously, as I said before, I now no longer have quick revive. I went for Mule Kick, went for Speed Cola, because in Speed Cola can help you out. Mule Kick, obviously, you can kill the zombies quicker because you have 3 guns doing it. And I decided I'm going to kill George anyway. I don't know if you can get quick revives from George when you've run out, because I didn't know about that in Dire Rise with the jumping jacks, and then you could. So I wasn't sure with George. I decided, you know what, it's probably worth trying to risk it, see if I can get it. So I do eventually kill George, and while George is dying, I go and make sure that I kill the crawler this time with the ray gun that I just got back. As you saw as well, I got the VR11 from the box, so I got rid of the Mustang and Sally's, picked up the VR11, picked up the ray gun, and then I also had the scavenger as well, obviously. Unfortunately as well, George decided that he don't love me, and he gave me Deadshot again as my 5th perk, so that did completely zero, did nothing for me, doesn't help at all. But we weren't complaining, I was still alive, I was only 4 rounds away, and I was still feeling confident even though downing in the most stupid ways possible. So I was confident I was going to get it, and I just kept going. At this point, I was low on scavenger ammo. I only had like 3 shots left, so I decided to try out the VR11 and give that a go. However, it was completely useless. I do not recommend using this gun. To be honest, I should have kept the Mustang and Sally's. It nearly got me killed, and it killed like 12 zombies. It was horrible. So I just ended up using the ray gun again. And this ray gun, well, there weren't much difference, to be honest, because there's only like a round or 2 in it from the last time I used the normal ray gun, but it was rubbish as well. I should have definitely kept the Mustang and Sally's. I feel like it would have made this go a lot faster, and I definitely needed to pack-a-punch it, but luckily it lasted till the end of the round. I was able to pack-a-punch it. I also pack-a-punched the VR11 as well as like a foul-safe. This is because it can act as a sort of like monkey bomb. It's like a rubbish. It's like the crossbow at pack-a-punch, but rubbish. To be honest, it only does like half the zombies of the monkey bomb. I also decided to trade out the scavenger, and it only took me moving the box once to get it back. So I decided to do that because I had 3 shots left, and I just wanted to be as safe as possible. I then used the normal scavenger because I didn't think I'd need to pack-a-punch it. I thought I could use all the ammo in it, and it was just awful. I think it literally took like 5 or 6 shots to kill 1 horde, so it was still quicker than the ray gun and stuff, but it was not great. Luckily, nearing the end of the round though, we did get a max ammo while training at the lighthouse. I went here because I ran out of scavenger ammo. I was running out of ray gun ammo, and I decided it was just safer to be here. I tried to use as much VR11 ammo as I could before picking it up, but I think that it didn't really kill that many zombies, but I guess every zombie counts. On these kind of maps, you want to kill as many as possible. Now this was stupid because I've already died here, and I just shouldn't have been that risky, sorry. But we end up pack-a-punching the scavenger after putting it all into George, and then we end up killing George with the pack-a-punch version so that I can get the Wonder Waff for round 48, get another perk, which again ended up being double tap. Great. The Wonder Waff got through like half the round on round 48. It did its job, it did well, and it definitely sped it up by quite a lot. And we just breezed through it, to be honest. We also breezed through round 49 as well. We got an insta-kill here near the end, and insta-kills speed up the round so much. I think I had 2 insta-kills this round. So this round was actually quicker than my last round and probably the round before that as well, to be honest, even though I had the Wonder Waff last round. So these were the last 2 zombies. I knew that I had finished because no one else was spawning. So yeah, just finishing off these crawlers, and there you go, that is round 50 on Call of the Dead completed. That's the second map ticked off. We've managed to do 2 now. The next map, I'm probably going to try round 100 on Origins. Now, I do want to say, I did try and end the game by freezing myself, but I don't think it actually works because it didn't do anything, and I was just walking in this. This actually was like 5 minutes after doing this. I just didn't seem to freeze, and I thought freezing killed you, and then yeah, I just went back to normal, so I don't really know what happened with that. I decided that I would just hit George and just let the zombies kill me, and that's the round 50 done. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, please subscribe. I'll try and upload the Origins as soon as possible, and I'll make sure this time it is live commentary instead of post commentary. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.